The National Lottery Spirit of Sport Award is going to 3 excellent athletes who have all put their own sporting dreams on hold in response to the coronavirus pandemic this year. All of them have walked away from sport in order to serve on the front line with the NHS. And I'm delighted to be joined by all 3. Two-time table tennis Paralympian Kim Daybell, Olympic rowing silver medalist and former world champion Swann, and the Winter Olympic curling hopeful Vicky Wright. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you very much for joining me. I know you've all taken time out of your day to speak to me, so it would be great to speak to you, Vicky. You're a general surgical ward nurse at a time that's been very difficult, very strange for so many people. How has this year been for you?
It's been a bit of a whirlwind. When the pandemic hit, we were actually in Canada at the World Championships, so we were due to start our competition there, and the day of practice it was a get a flight home, competition's not happening and the world's going to lockdown. So came back home and went straight back to work, phoned my boss. I was like, I'm home now for don't know how long it's going to be, and back in full time. So as much as it was scary, it was a different world, but I really did enjoy it. I do love what I do, so it's been okay.
Polly, how have you found what's been going on, and can you tell us a little bit about your role with the NHS?
My role in the NHS was as an interim foundation doctor. So that was when it's a voluntary role that was opened up, and essentially any doctors that weren't in a training post, or a lot of medical students qualified early and came from medical school, came to fill in and sort of move into the roles that doctors had been seconded to other areas in the hospitals. There's this real sense that everyone's looking out there and looking after each other in this pandemic, and that's certainly something that I, have taken from my time, my 3-month post, and taking for the future to learn from, for sure.
Yeah, Polly was talking there about pulling together. Kim, I know you're working as a junior doctor in A&E. That's an area where everybody has to do that. How has it been?
A really proud time actually to work for the NHS, and I think obviously exciting is the wrong word to use, but it was a good time to be a doctor and a healthcare professional, and I was just glad that I was able to help do my bit, really.
I suppose for you it was also very helpful to be able to contribute in some way during what is a pandemic, and as I said, everyone is trying to work out what they can do, but you have specific skills in order to be able to help everybody, Kim.
Yeah, talking to other people, particularly other athletes, what they found hard was that feeling powerless and not being able to do anything. Obviously the thing they love doing, and then their main skill has been taken away from them. They can't compete, they can't train, and I think we were lucky really that we could throw ourselves back into work and do our bit, just to help everyone get through it.
Getting very close to London 2012, then pushing from last place to get a silver medal at the women's 8 in Rio. What are you looking to try and do next year, and how are you managing to fit all the training in?
I would love to go with the group of girls that I'm training with and go and win a gold medal. That's the ultimate dream, and the passion of mine, that's what drives me every day to go to sport. Now I'm training back with the team full time, so it's a little bit more normal, but to be fair, I think I feel very glad that we have put all of these kind of mitigations in place, because otherwise I don't think I'd necessarily feel that safe training in a group environment. So it's definitely challenging, I say, and very different, but I don't think it's going to restrict our ambitions and our goals for the future, hopefully.
Kim, how did you decide that you were going to step away from sport, or how long did it take you to make that decision?
I don't think I really had a choice, to be honest. I think if you kind of couldn't make that decision as a healthcare worker at that point, you'd have to question kind of why you were doing it, really. But to be honest, I just that was the time to step up and to do something if you could.
I think that just shows how selfless all of you are, really. Polly, Vicky, I was just going to ask you, how in your ward, what's been your biggest challenge over the last few months?
I think every day is always a challenge in the hospital. There's always different things happening, but the one thing I taken for granted and found really good in that was the team spirit we had and pulling together. I wouldn't say any challenge did come up, we all got behind it and we worked through it as a team, and every day was different, and you couldn't take anything for granted in the hospital at all. It changes so quickly.
3 very worthy winners of the National Lottery Spirit of Sport Award. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you very much for everything that you have been doing.